All right, everyone, welcome to Up and Moving. My name's Carmen. I'm joined here by Isaac. We're both graduate students in the Department of Kinesiology and Integrative Physiology. Today, we're going to be doing a little bit of agility, aerobic work, and also some balance. And the goal of Up and Moving is to provide live and recorded workouts throughout the pandemic and beyond to keep people in our community and beyond physically active. So today, we're going to need a chair for equipment and your own body and a place that you feel comfortable moving around. Other than that, we should be good to go. You can use a broom or even some tape on the floor for some exercises if you'd wish. It's not necessary. You can also just pretend that there's a line there, or even use a crack or something that you could look at on the floor. That would work too. So how the workout's going to look today, we're going to go through a warm-up together. And then after we're done our warm-up, we're going to do 3 exercises back to back for 30 seconds each. And we'll go through that about 3 times. And then Isaac's going to take over from there, and he's going to do his own circuit. And then at the end, we'll do a little bit of balance or stability and a cool down, and that'll be our workout for today. So I'll let you grab any of the equipment you need, the chair, or if you want to put some tape on the floor, a straight line, that's up to you. And then we'll get into our warm up here. Okay. We're just going to start with a nice march on the spot, drive up the knees. Okay, now we're going to bring our legs behind us. Then we're going to start nice and slow, kicking back, side to side. Get a nice stretch in the front of your legs and the quads there. Okay, we're going to keep this going, and we're going to put our arms out to the side. We're going to start with some small circles forwards. Doing a little bit multitasking here. If you find it difficult, you can stop and do the arm circles forwards, but try to keep moving if you can. We're going to gradually get bigger. Okay, now we're going to go in the opposite direction. Start small. And get into some nice big circles. All right. Now we're going to get into some Frankenstein kicks. As Up and Moving special here. We're going to stick our hands out in front of us. We're going to kick one leg at a time to a height that feels comfortable. You may be able to get a little bit higher after the first couple. I'll do 2 more on each leg. Okay. Now we're going to go into some jumping jacks. You could do a full jumping jack, or you could do a modified jumping jack, which Isaac's going to demonstrate in the back. Five, four, three, two, and one. Okay. Now we're going to do some side-to-side shuffles. So from the side here, we're going to bend our knees, nice athletic position here, and we're just going to shuffle side to side, 2 steps each way. Nice. Try to keep the legs nice and low, knees bent. If you don't have the room, you could do side-to-side steps like this. Should feel the heart rate starting to come up a little bit as we're getting warmer on this cold morning. So 10 more seconds here. Hips should start to feel a little bit of a burn. Okay, right on. We're going to get into our first circuit here. The first one, there's just called over and backs. So what we're going to do is keep our feet together. We're going to imagine a line on the ground. I'm going to use a broomstick here just for demonstration. So if you had tape on your floor or you have something, an object to put down, just make sure you don't trip on it. We're going to go with 2 feet up and over the object of the line and then back. So we're going to go up and back. Back and forwards, comfortable pace. If you could go faster, you can go faster. So that's our first exercise, over and back. The second exercise is going to be a scissor run. So what that is opposite leg with your opposite arm. And we're going to go quick back and forth. So drive the feet forwards, drive the arms. We're going to go at a pace that works for you. Okay, over and back, scissor arms. And then the last one we're going to do is a box shuffle. So we're going to go forwards, to the side, to the back. So we're making a box as we shuffle. We're keeping our legs bent, knees bent, staying nice and low. Okay. We're going to do each exercise for 30 seconds, 3 times through. Okay. So the first one, I'll go through it slow so that everyone can remember. And then the second time and the third time, we should get it. So we'll start in about 5 to 10 seconds here. Start with those over and backs. Okay. We'll start in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Halfway there. Okay, now we're getting into those scissor chops here. Here we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we're going into our box shuffle. So imagine that you're going into making a box here, getting to all 4 corners, keeping the knees bent. Depending on the room you have, maybe just a small side-to-side step, small box. If you have the room, you can take some big steps. Halfway there, so we're going to switch, go in the opposite direction here. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. There's 1 out of 3. You can take a drink of water. And we'll keep our legs moving as we rest here. You can shake them out. Do a little walk around in a circle or on the spot if you have room. "15 more seconds and we'll be starting our second round of 3. Five seconds. Here we go. We're going into our over our backs. And 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Ten more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going into those scissor chops here. Here we go. Keep going, keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going into the block shuffles. Here we go, 15 seconds each way. Stay nice and low. Okay, change directions. Here we go. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Good job. Take a quick drink. Keep the legs moving. We got one more here. And then it's Isaac's turn to give us a circuit to work on. Five seconds here, and we're starting with the over and backs. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Last round. Halfway there. Three, 2, 1. All right, right into our scissor chops here. Here we go. Halfway there. Good job. Keep going. Keep breathing. Drive the arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Here we go. Block shuffles. Here we go. Five more seconds. Okay, opposite direction. Good job. Keep going. Stay low. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Good job. Okay. As we rest here, Isaac could take over.
Well, good morning, everyone. I guess I haven't used my voice yet. Thanks for the first half of the workout, Carmen. Let's all take a well-deserved break here. Grab some water for our quick little intermission here before we move on to the second half of our workout here. So just as Carmen was doing throughout that circuit, I'm gonna have 3 exercises for you all as well. We're gonna do those for about 30 seconds each, and then we'll do that set 3 times, just as you're all familiar with Carmen. So with the as Carmen discussed, the equipment needed before at the start of the workout, this is when the chair is going to come into play. So make sure that you have a chair around you, preferably one that's got a sturdy base on the bottom. For example, using a lazy boy wouldn't be very effective if it's moving, rocking back and forth. So something with a nice solid base, nice wooden chair or a metal one that doesn't have any give. And then for another quick feet drill, you could either use your imagination as we were doing with the line, but we're going to be doing some crazy 8s with our feet. So if you have a pair of shoes, if you have a few pillows laying around in your area, any sort of object that you can put maybe 3-4 feet away from each other that you can use as a guide to weave in and out of, that's great. Or if you use your imagination, as long as we're moving our feet, we're accomplishing something this morning, everyone. So whatever feels comfortable. So to start explaining them, I already gave you an introduction on the crazy 8s, but the first one there, I'm going to use a pair of shoes here just so you can all see. So I'm going to place these shoes maybe about 3 feet apart from each other. And what we're going to be doing, starting on one side of it for 30 seconds, we're going to be moving our feet and making the shape of an 8, weaving in and out of these shoes. I'm going to keep my chest centered towards the camera the entire time. I'm not going to be curving and weaving. We're just going to keep front of our body facing ahead of us. We're going to do that for 15 seconds in each direction. Okay, so the direction you're doing for the first half, if you're going this way, I'm going to tell you to stop. We're going to go the opposite way. Okay, so that's the first one. Then next, we're going to do some chair in and outs. So if you have the chair with you, you're going to hold on to the bottom, almost as if we're going to start mountain climber. But if you watch my feet, I'm going to be going out, in, out, in, out, in. We're going to be doing that for 30 seconds. Hold on to that chair for some support. If that's too easy for you, you can also do it on the ground in a plank position. You can see me on camera here. Out, in, out, in. You want to keep that spine relatively neutral. You don't want to be hiking your butt up in the air or dipping really down low. You want to keep that relatively straight. Out, in, out, in. Try and move those feet as fast as possible. We're going to do that for 30 seconds as well. And then for our last one, it's our last agility exercise of the day. For 30 seconds at whatever pace you feel is comfortable for you, however tired you are, we're just going to try to keep our feet moving as quick as possible for about 30 seconds. And just remember, this is at your own pace. If you need to take some breaks, or if this is too easy for you, you can add your own improvisations as well. All right, so grab that one last sip of water. And then once again, we're going to start with those crazy eights, then moving into the chair in and outs, and then the quick feet to finish. Just as Carmen did, I'm going to use my mouth and my words a little bit more during the first set, and then I'll let you all focus on crushing this workout for the last few sets. All right. So if you're using your imaginary objects, or if you have literal objects, get those set up in your mind or on the floor, and we're going to get going with these crazy eights in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Keep your chest and your head pointed towards in front of you. We got about 7 more seconds, then we're going to switch directions. 3, 2, 1. All right, so now go the opposite way. Try to weave in and out as quick as you can without touching the objects. 3, 2, 1, and time. Now we're gonna get right into those chair in and outs, everyone. So get that chair set up and hold on to the bottom or the seat for the base of support. We're gonna go out, in, with our spine pretty neutral here. Let's get going in 3, 2, 1 for 30 seconds. Move at whatever pace you feel is comfortable. You got 30 seconds of this. And remember, with the time set, you move at whatever pace is comfortable. If you have to take a break, that's okay. We got 10 more seconds, everyone. 3, 2, 1. And that's time. So now for our last one, once again, relatively straightforward. We're just going to work on our quick feet, move our feet as quick as we possibly can while being safe, as obviously, for 30 seconds. Let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Carmen's moving very, very fast back there. He's gonna get a speeding ticket. 10 more seconds, everyone. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, and break. Good job, everyone. Woof. These agility workouts sure work up a sweat with them. So try to keep your feet moving a little bit somehow, whatever mode. You can keep marching or just shaking them off. You want to stay mobile between these sets. Make sure you focus on your breathing. We're going to break for about 15 more seconds here, everyone. And then we'll get moving. So once again, if you need to get those shoes or your imaginary objects calibrated in your brain or on the floor, now's the time to do that. Make sure I got a wide open area with no objects in my area. And let's get going, everyone. So we're going to do the 30 seconds crazy eights, 15 seconds the first direction, and then we'll throw it in reverse and go the opposite way. Let's get ready in 3, 2, 1, second set. Here we go. Keep your body right in front of you. Keep that. I'm trying to keep my face and my chest focusing on the camera at all times. 5 more seconds, then we're going to throw it in reverse here. 3. All right. Now we're going to go the opposite way. 10 more seconds here, guys. Keep those feet moving. 3, 2, 1. And rest for a sec. Get that chair ready to go here. And for 30 seconds, let's get those in and outs going in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Carmen's doing a great modification in the back there. If it's a little too difficult for you, just some jumping jacks are great as you're still following that same foot pattern of going in and out. We're halfway there, everyone. Five more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now, our last exercise, let's get those quick feet moving for 30 seconds in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Great job, everyone. Let's keep breathing, focusing on that. We're halfway there. Five more seconds. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. And break. Whew. Great job. After all these quick feet exercises, you may be ready for the NFL Combine. You may be ready to test it out with the great football players. I never played football really, but I'm sure after doing these exercises, I realized that my footwork always room for improvement, but that's why we're doing it here. Keep moving a little bit here. I know we're getting towards the end of the workout. Got about 15 more seconds here for another active recovery, guys. Then we're going to get through that circuit one more time. All right. Let's get moving in 3, 2, 1, and I'm going to use an imaginary spot here. Get those crazy eights going. Making that 8 figure. All right, now let's go the opposite direction. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Get that chair out. One last time here. And for 30 seconds, we'll do those in and outs. Let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Halfway there. Three, 2, 1. Great job, everyone. Now let's get ready. Last but not least, these quick feet. Going in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Halfway there, everyone. Finish strong if you can. Carmen might be breaking records back there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job, everyone. Grab a sip of water. Great work. We've made it through the agility and aerobic portion of the workout. We're going to do a great little balance exercise that will kind of segue into our cool down. Now we're going to be really focusing on our breathing. We're going to try to calm ourselves down, especially with our balance exercises. We need to be really focused. We can't be flailing all over the place. We want to keep that center of mass and our base of support nice and stabilized. So now for our balance exercise, you may have seen this before Up and Moving. I recall doing it a couple months ago. It's something I learned here at school. It's called the BEST test, or the balance error scoring system. It's used a lot in the clinical rehab scenario, especially if you're for concussion screening and in the rehab setting. It's a lot more complex in the clinic, excuse me, but we're going to do a modified version today. Typically it's scored, so you get an actual numerical value to see how your progression is in your rehab. But we're going to go through the exercises, and just for our own test, we can be our own judges on how we're doing here. So we're going to go through 3 different balance movements. I'm going to do the normal variation. Carmen's going to make it a little more difficult in the back with the pillow. But what we're going to do for 30 seconds at a time, we're going to have 3 foot placements. All right. So our first one, when I say go, we're going to be standing here with our feet together, and we're going to try to stay as still as possible. But the only thing is, if you're comfortable with it, you can keep it with your eyes open, but the test is usually with your eyes closed. So for our first time through, we're going to keep our 2 feet together, hands at our hips, with our eyes closed for 30 seconds. Then after that, for 15 seconds each, we're going to try standing on 1 foot with our eyes closed. But if you feel like you're not able to do that, and if you feel, I know standing on one leg is as difficult as it is, you can keep your eyes open, or if your eyes are closed, you can have this chair right beside you, where in case if you do seem to get a little moving from side to side, you can grab onto that for stability. All right. So whatever you feel is comfortable. It's always nice to have some support around you. So eyes open or closed, whatever you feel is most comfortable. 15 seconds each leg. And then the last one for 30 seconds, this is called the tandem stance. So whatever leg you feel is your non-dominant, so the one you wouldn't use to kick a soccer ball, that's my right leg. I'm going to have that one behind myself. So as you can see from the side here, I'm going to have it directly behind my dominant foot, and we're going to be holding that for 30 seconds with our eyes closed. All right. So Carmen's doing the much more difficult variation. He's standing on a pillow, which would be like using a foam pad. It's really hard to keep your balance. So that's a much more difficult way. It's used in the clinic as well. But just for today, whatever you feel is most comfortable. It's typically done with your eyes closed, but if you feel like you need to keep them open, that's great as well. So let's get going here. For 30 seconds, we're going to keep our feet together, hands at our hips, and whatever you feel is most challenging for you, eyes closed or eyes open. Let's try to stay as still as possible for 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. I'm going to keep my eyes closed here, but then periodically check for the clock. It is amazing to see how much more difficult anything is once we lose our sense of vision here. We got about 10 more seconds here, everyone. 3, 2, 1, and time. So now, that might have been a little bit of a chance for you to see how well you are doing with your eyes closed if you did that. But now, let's get going into the single legs. So keep that chair around you for some stability, and then whether you want to keep your eyes closed or not, that's up to you. But single leg for 15 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Hands at our hip or near the chair. Five more seconds, everyone. Then we're going to switch legs. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now we're going to switch over for 15 seconds. Here we go. And you may be able to feel a difference with your dominant and non-dominant legs, especially after a workout where we've been working our legs so much. 3, 2, 1. All right. Great job. So now for our, it's definitely difficult. For now, for our tandem stance, once again, grab your non-dominant foot. So the one you're not kicking soccer balls with, and you're going to put that one behind your good leg and hands at our hips. We're going to hold that for 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Keep that chair beside you, or if you're close to a wall, something to hold on to if you do lose a substantial amount of balance. We want to get fit here, but we want to be safe, obviously. Halfway there. So the trick with the tandem stance here is we're trying to use our back leg for stability. And if that's our weaker leg, then it's obviously going to be a little bit more difficult. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So great job. We're going to do that one more time. But once you've done it for, if you've gone through it once, now we have an idea on how our balance skills are here. If you had your eyes open and you feel like you can make it a little bit more difficult, then try keeping them shut, but just keep that stability near you, of course. We're going to rest for about 10 more seconds here, everyone. Then we'll get right back into it. 3, 2, 1. Let's start off with those feet close together, hands on our hips, and try to stay as still as a statue for 30 seconds. All right, we're halfway done here. Yeah, really focus on your breathing here. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, so now that that one's out of the way, let's get moving back into our single leg balance here. Chair beside us. We're gonna get going for 15 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Eyes closed or open, whichever you feel is challenging but safe. Got about 5 more seconds here, everyone. 3, 2, 1. And let's switch it up here for our other leg for 15 seconds. Ooh. 5 more seconds, everyone. 3, 2, 1. And time. Now, last but not least, that tandem stance. So get that non-dominant leg in the back. We're going to go for 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. And here we go, guys. Last exercise before we cool down. Got about 10 more seconds here, everyone. 3, 2, 1. And we are complete there. Great job, everyone. And once again, if you feel like checking that out online, we just use the modified version for some balance training. But if you look up balance error scoring system or the BESS test, BESS, you can definitely check that out online. There's some great documents to explain it more in detail. But now for our cool down here, grab one more sip of water. And we're just going to get back into a nice slow march. That balance test was a great way to segue into cooling down here, getting our heart rate down a little bit. And just as we were doing with our warm up, let's go into some nice slow arm circles. We're going to start off nice and big here. We'll keep it this way. Going in the forward direction here. Now we'll go in the backwards direction, nice and large. And after that, you can go over and back here, across our chest. All right, now we can do some hamstring scoops. So we're gonna step, drive with our heel, and try to brush the floor here, or as far as you can go. We're gonna go 5 each leg. Really focus on your breathing here. 2 more each leg. And our last one here is the quad stretch. So holding the chair here, we're just gonna go back, grab our heel, and bring our heel up to the sky. We're gonna feel a nice stretch in our quadriceps. We really worked our legs real hard today. So let's hold that for about 15 seconds each leg. Use that chair for support. And if you feel like you want to work your balance a little more, then you can lose a chair. But I myself, that workout was enough for me, absolutely. So a couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and shake it off. And we'll do it for our last leg here. Hold that for about 15 seconds, and then and we'll wrap up here. Three, 2, 1, and there we have it. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed the workout here today. Make sure to follow us on all of our platforms with upandmoving.org, where the workouts are posted. We got Facebook, YouTube channel, and keep following us on Instagram. So hope everybody has a great Thursday, and enjoy the rest of your day.